Okay, I'm filming this, trusting that this looks backwards now, but later it's going to flip. You may have heard it said countless times that losing weight, getting abs, getting in shape is truly just a calories in, calories out game. And I am your typical diet coach, meathead strength coach. I will totally affirm that statement. That is all it is at the end of the day. You cannot beat the law of thermodynamics. However, just like any other game, there are good and bad strategies. And so today I wanted to briefly share with you what some good strategies may be. These tools on this sheet that I wrote down and tried to draw pretty pictures for you are in no particular order. I don't think any of them, or at least I'm not going to say any of them right now, are particularly better or worse than others. I think some of them will work to varying extents for you. Let's walk through them fast. Caffeine, it's an appetite suppressant. It will make you feel less hungry. It also will give you energy, which will make you feel less hungry because food at the end of the day equals energy. And sometimes you're just looking for dopamine. Instead of getting it from food like a fatty, try getting it from caffeine, coffee, energy drink. I don't care what it is. The more you drink, the less hungry you'll feel. There is a limit to this. Eventually, you'll kind of get used to it and won't be as effective. Hydration. Some of you just don't drink water. I know you're thinking that your body is a perfectly designed biological system that is thirsty when it's supposed to be thirsty, hungry when it's supposed to be hungry. It sends the correct signals. Yes, it is designed to send the correct signals in the correct environment. You're probably not in the right environment, and you're also not good at interpreting those signals because you are a complete fatty that's used to eating 3+ meals per day every single day. You work in an office, you're sedentary. Next time you're hungry, just try drinking some water first. One thing I did when I was bulking, these tools can be used in reverse for those who are struggling to gain weight. Just think about these with kind of the opposite lens of the one I'm framing them to you with. But when I was bulking, I would not drink any liquids with my meals. I would chug chocolate milk only after I was too full to eat another bite of food. So if you do that in reverse, you drink water, full glass of water before you eat, you'll end up eating less because there's less stomach space, which brings me down to this one: low calorie, high volume foods. Think lettuce. That's our best example. It's food that's going to take up a lot of space while not adding a lot of calories. This works because you feel your stomach stretch. That mechanical sensor in there is going to make you not feel hungry anymore. However, this only works for a limited period of time. You still have all these chemicals going on that also work to make you feel hungry. So the overall idea is you got to combine some of these. So that one combines really well with our next one. Fiber slows digestion. You fill up your belly with tons of veggies, not very many calories. It's going to feel very, very full, physically. And then the fiber is going to work to slow the digestion of that food, give you that feeling longer, not send those chemical signals that are making you feel more and more hungry. Yeah, they do. Fiber does all sorts of good things. Slows digestion, makes you feel full longer, and it's going to help regulate your blood sugar, which is one of those things that makes you feel hungry, makes you feel up and down, crash when it's not very even. Protein, it's the most satiating macro. The other cool thing about protein is people want to say a calorie is a calorie. That's not always true. Not all calories are calories. Okay, that's not true. Calories are calories, but your body processes them differently. It's more work for your body to process protein than it is carbs or fat. So all that extra process that's happening actually burns some calories. There's this thing called the thermic effect of food. Protein, when you eat it, you're really only absorbing maybe 70 to 80% of those calories because your body is actually burning the other 20 to 30% while it's processing that protein. That's pretty awesome. So there's multiple reasons to eat a very high protein diet when you are trying to lose weight. My final strategy is cardio. This works depending on the person. For me, it works pretty well. I'm feeling hungry. I go do some moderate intensity cardio, maybe even high intensity. Really, like hit training makes me not want to eat because I feel nauseous. But that's kind of a whole different story. But cardio, it's going to blunt your hunger temporarily. It's going to lower your ghrelin. Ghrelin, just think of like hunger gremlin. That's kind of how I relate those things. But you lower your ghrelin, you feel less hungry. At least for now. Later, it's going to come back, obviously. Might come back with a vengeance. It's possible. But the thing that I think about is I start to combine strategies. In the morning, I get up, I chug my caffeine. I've now had caffeine, which is an appetite suppressant. I've hydrated, I've taken up some belly space. I then go right to the gym, not having eaten a single calorie. I do my cardio. Now I've used caffeine, hydration, and cardio all together. And by the time I shower, go to work, get some things done in the morning, I don't even have to eat breakfast. So now I've lowered my total caloric intake for the day by 500 to 1,000 calories because I've done these strategies that allow me to safely and perfectly comfortably skip an entire meal. Now I need to make sure to not completely blow up during lunch and dinner time, but that's, self-control. At the end of the day, all this stuff is going to take self-control. I think these are awesome strategies that you can use. Figure out which one works best for you. If you're trying to gain weight, you're a hard gainer. Think about which of these things you are doing too much of right now that you can work to cut out, and it'll help you gain weight eventually.